Two of the biggest programs for retirees are the Canada Pension Plan, CPP, and Old Age Security, OAS, but they work in completely different ways and can pay out very different amounts. In this video, we'll break down how each program works, which one typically pays more, and the strategies you can use to decide the perfect time to start collecting. Which pays more and when should you take each? For Canadians approaching retirement, two key income streams often form the backbone of their financial planning: the Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security. Both programs provide monthly payments in retirement, but they operate on very different principles. Understanding how each works, how much you could receive, and the best time to start collecting can make a significant difference to your retirement income. CPP is a work-based benefit. You contribute during your working years, either through payroll deductions if you are an employee, or by paying the self-employed rate when you file your taxes. Those contributions, along with those of millions of other Canadians and their employers, are pooled and invested. Your eventual CPP payment depends on how much and how long you contributed, your average annual earnings, and the age at which you start collecting. You can begin as early as 60 or delay until age 70, with your payment amount increasing the longer you wait. OAS, on the other hand, is a residency-based benefit. You do not contribute directly, nor does your work history affect eligibility. Instead, OAS is funded from general government revenues, and your payment depends primarily on how long you have lived in Canada after age 18, your age when you start, and your current income level. OAS starts at age 65, though you can delay up to 5 years for an increase. However, unlike CPP, OAS is subject to an income test, the infamous clawback, which reduces or even eliminates payments for higher income retirees. Which pays more? In pure dollar terms, CPP has the potential to pay more than OAS, particularly for those who have worked steadily in Canada at or near the maximum earnings threshold for many years. In 2025, the maximum monthly CPP payment for someone starting at age 65 is about $1,433. The average, however, is much lower, around $844 per month, because few people contribute the maximum amount every year of their working lives. OAS, by contrast, offers a much smaller maximum monthly payment. From July to September 2025, the maximum is $734.95. That's less than half the maximum CPP benefit. But unlike CPP, OAS doesn't depend on earnings history. Many retirees who never earned high wages, or even never worked, still receive full OAS if they have lived in Canada for 40 years after turning 18. For those with shorter residency periods, partial benefits are available. This means that while CPP can outpay OAS for high earners with long contribution histories, OAS can be just as important, if not more so, for retirees who worked part-time, took long career breaks, or earned below the maximum contribution threshold. When should you take CPP? The decision on when to start CPP often comes down to health, finances, and lifestyle plans. Taking CPP early at 60 reduces your monthly benefit, but it can make sense if you need the income sooner, have a shorter life expectancy, or want to preserve personal savings. Starting early can also be appealing if you plan to retire well before 65 and need to bridge the gap until other benefits kick in. Delaying CPP beyond 65 increases your monthly payment by 0.7% for each month you wait, up to age 70. That's an 8.4% increase for each year of delay. For those who expect to live well into their 80s or beyond, the higher monthly amount can pay off over time. It can also be a hedge against inflation and longevity risk, since CPP payments are indexed to the cost of living. However, delaying only makes sense if you can afford to wait. If drawing on personal savings to delay CPP would deplete your nest egg too quickly, starting earlier might be the safer choice. When should you take OAS? With OAS, the earliest you can start is age 65. Delaying increases the payment by 0.6% per month, or 7.2% per year, up to age 70. The decision here is similar to CPP. Delaying makes sense if you expect a long retirement and can afford to wait, while starting at 65 works better if you need the income sooner. Coordinating CPP and OAS. Since CPP and OAS are based on different criteria, many retirees receive both. In fact, combining the two can provide a solid base of guaranteed inflation-protected income. The question is less about choosing one over the other and more about when to start each to best fit your financial picture. For example, someone retiring at 62 might choose to start CPP early to cover expenses while delaying OAS until 65 or later. Another person might wait until 70 for both, using personal savings in the meantime to maximize guaranteed lifetime income. Health status is also key. Someone with chronic illness or a family history of shorter lifespans may lean toward earlier collection, while those in excellent health may delay for bigger monthly payments. It's also important to remember that both CPP and OAS are adjusted for inflation, so their purchasing power is preserved over time. This makes them valuable components of retirement income alongside personal savings, workplace pensions, and other investments, putting it all together. Ultimately, CPP has the potential to pay more than OAS, but it rewards high and sustained contributions during your working life. OAS is smaller in dollar terms, but more universal, available even to those with limited work histories as long as residency requirements are met. If you're trying to maximize lifetime income, delaying both benefits until 70 can be highly effective, especially if you live a long life. If your priority is to have more cash flow early in retirement, starting CPP at 60 and OAS at 65 may work better. The best time is different for everyone and depends on health, income needs, other assets, and personal retirement goals. In short, CPP rewards your years in the workforce, while OAS rewards your years living in Canada. Together, they form a powerful foundation for retirement, and the timing of when you take each can make a meaningful difference in how comfortable and secure your retirement years will be. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss more tips on making the most of your retirement income.